You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go right back to the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Uncorks it. Finds his man open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll ride the hot hand. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the... He showed it all on that run. And the Wolverines are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And this...
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Cleescorn. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here on third down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. The short hands, it's Brock. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Michigan right. That offense rolling again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here to score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Off the play fake. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Brock. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some more. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. It's Brock. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Moore. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
the offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It's Haynes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that...
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Keep it on the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. And the Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush is on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. The give to the lone running back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one.
And the rush will get going at the 25. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, oof, that would be a fun day.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cleese-Corn. And he was fortunate. Lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a...
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. He's there. The stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brock. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Morgan. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets into the 40 before getting out of bounds. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The give on the option. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Haynes. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle, it's Morgan. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. They'll run the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less.
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is going to be intercepted, a big play in a tie game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. So here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Okay.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So here comes our first play of overtime. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So now it's second and long. Got a man, it's Morgan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, that's a...
The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.